Hello Marvel Legends fans, this is Solid Dave Snake bringing you another review on the Marvel Legends Infinite series, Guardians of the Galaxy line. And this review is not based off of any figures from the movie. This is based off of Iron Man, as how he appeared in the comic books when he was with Guardians of the Galaxy. And this is the Space Armor Iron Man. And when I first heard about this figure, I wasn't too excited because I'm not really trying to collect a lot of Iron Man figures. I know fans of Iron Man that collect these Marvel Legends like to build up their Hall of Armor, and this is really perfect for that. And it's not necessarily a bad figure, just not a great one for me. But this is, like I said, based off of how he appeared whenever he was with Guardians of the Galaxy. So this is his space armor and has a little bit of a different look than the mold that he is based off of. This is that bleeding edge armor. It was in a couple series ago. And basically everything's the same on these two except for the forearm molds and the head sculpts and of course the paint job. But everything else is the same on these two, so I thought I'd show a quick comparison. And they actually both have the same kind of plastic going on, where it looks like it's been marbleized almost. I don't know if you can tell on my figure. If I can get a close focus on it, you might be able to tell how there's marbleization going on in this plastic. A little bit of a different plastic than the other figures used in this series. But detail wise, there's really not a whole lot going on with the paint, like I said, but there is a lot of detail in the sculpt. But it just seems like there should be paint to go along with that detail. On the back, he is basically just red. I really don't like that. I think there should have been a lot more details in all this sculpting. A lot more paint detail. But what's on his chest is nice, where the arc reactor is. And his head sculpt turned out real nice. And a good paint job on that. Get a good focus up, nice and up close. Almost looks like a football player's helmet to me. So that's the basic look of the figure. And articulation wise, going over his articulation, it is nice, but it is exactly the same as that previous Iron Man that I had out. He has full rotation at the head, and he can look just a little bit down and not that far up either. The hinge isn't too good on it, so you can't get that good of a range of movement out of that. And at his shoulders, he has this extra shoulder pad piece which will come off, and you can see at the shoulders he has full rotation with the ball joint and a hinge, which on this side you can see is restricted from the shoulder pad and will pop it off if pushed too far up. But he does have a good range of motion up and down once you get those off. And he has that bicep swivel, which you can get all the way around. Double hinged elbows. Losing focus here. Hold on. There we go. And he has a ball joint and hinge at the wrist, which is kind of restricted going up because of his forearm right here. And he has a really nice ab crunch. It doesn't go too far forward, but it goes extremely far back, almost absurdly far back, which can be helpful in flight poses though. And he has a cut at the waist, which will swivel all the way around. And he has ball joint and hinged hips, which you can get them to kick all the way out and back. And a swivel at the thighs, which gets full rotation. And double jointed knees, which you can get really far back. And he has ankle pivot, which will rock all the way from side to side, and a hinge that will go all the way down and back up. So articulation wise, he's really good, but I don't know if this figure's for everybody. He comes two per case, so will be pretty easy to find if you do want them. And that'll do it for this version of Iron Man. And stay tuned, guys. I have one last review coming up based on the Marvel Comics Nova from this line. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for that video, guys.